వెల్కమ్ టు హర్షిత్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్ యూట్యూబ్ ఛానల్. ఏపీ మరియు తెలంగాణలో బెస్ట్ కాంపిటేటివ్ ఎగ్జామ్స్ యూట్యూబ్ ఛానల్గా ప్రజెంట్ హర్షిత్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్ డెవలప్మెంట్ అవుతుంది. అలానే మంచి మొబైల్ యాప్ కాంపిటేటివ్ ఎగ్జామ్స్కి హర్షిత్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్, దీంట్లో ఫ్రీగా అన్నీ ఉన్నాయి, చూసుకోండి.
Welcome to Harshit Institute. Today we are discussing most important events regarding our current affairs. First one is KK Venugopal reappointed as the Attorney General of India. So first one is KK Venugopal. Now we are discussing about our Attorney General. KK Venugopal reappointed as Attorney General of India. On 29th June 2020, the President of India has reappointed our senior advocate KK Venugopal as the Attorney General for India. The current tenure of KK Venugopal was up to 30th June 2020. His tenure was extended for a period of 1 year effective from 1st July 2020 to 30th June 2021. So 30th June 2020 up to 30th June, from 30th June to 30th June 2021. That means 1 year. The tenure was extended nearly 1 year. Okay. On 20th June 2017, KK Venugopal succeeded Mukul Rohitgi to become the 15th Attorney General for India. Okay, KK Venugopal has been conferred with the second highest, and that means Padma Vibhushan, and the third highest Padma Bhushan civilian honor by the Indian government. In 2002, he was conferred with the Padma Bhushan, while in 2015 he was awarded the Padma Vibhushan. When Bhutan's constitution was drafted, he served as the constitutional advisor for the royal government of Bhutan. Next, Attorney General for India. And advised with the Union Cabinet, the President of India appointed the Attorney General of India under Article 76(1) of Indian Constitution. The term of the Attorney General is decided by the President of India. The Attorney General is the chief legal advisor for the government of India. We know very well all these things. Next, MC Satilwar served as the first Attorney General for India from 1950 to 1963. This is the most important. So KK Venugopal reappointed as a Attorney General for India up to 2021 June. So that is the most important event. Recently it was happened. The President of India reappointed him as a Attorney General. He is the chief legal advisor to the government. We know very well all these things. Next important point. Indian government signs agreement for 2 projects in Tamil Nadu with World Bank Group. So on 29th June 2020, an agreement was signed between the World Bank Group and the Government of India for providing urban poor in the state of Tamil Nadu access to affordable housing. The agreement signed has two projects under it. First one is Tamil Nadu Housing Sector Strengthening Program, and the second one is Tamil Nadu Housing and Habitat Development Project. So the loans for both the projects are from the lending arm of the World Bank Group, the International Bank for Reconstruction and Development. That is called, we know very well, IBRD. Generally we are calling as it World Bank. Next, Tamil Nadu Housing Sector Strengthening Program. As per the agreement, a loan of $200 million has been sanctioned under the program. So under this program, nearly 200 million US dollars has been sanctioned by the government. The aim of the program is to support the ongoing effort made by the government in the state in increasing affordable housing for low income families. In order to achieve, this program will work towards initiating participation of private sector by unlocking the barriers set by the regulatory policies. So these are the most important events. We have to remember all these things. Next, Another most important thing, world's largest plasma therapy trial under project Platina. That is also most important. You had Platina. This is the world's largest plasma therapy trial under Project Platina. The project name is Platina, launched by Maharashtra government. It is very, very important. It is most important current issue. The world's largest plasma therapy trial project was launched on 29th June 2020 by the Maharashtra state government. The name of the project is Platina. That is very important. The word is very important. The name of the project is Platina. The project was virtually launched by the Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Uddhav Thackeray. So we know very well the Maharashtra Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray. He only recently launched this program, this project. Project name is Platina. For this trial project, the Indian Council of Medical Research has given the approval to conduct plasma therapy in COVID-19 positive patients admitted in the 21 COVID-19 hospitals of the Maharashtra state government. Total how many hospitals they gave the permission? Totally for 21 to the 21 hospitals they gave the permission to conduct all this kind of researches regarding COVID-19. Next, Project Platina. In the absence of the definite treatment of the drugs for the COVID-19 positive patients, this therapy was shown encouraging result of patients across in the world. Yes, Maharashtra has been the worst hit state in India by the COVID-19 pandemic. We know very well. Among all the states, Maharashtra has been worst hit state by COVID-19. Next, the project will also help in establishing an infrastructure for the plasma treatment in the state. So, cost of the plasma therapy trials under the project will be borne by the state government of Maharashtra. Next, from Chief Minister Relief Fund, 16.85 crores have been sanctioned for this project. So, these are the very, very important events. Under this trial project, 2 doses of 200 ml of this plasma will be given to all critical patients in 21 government run COVID-19 hospitals of Maharashtra. So this is a very, very important. Next one agreement signed. That recently most agreement signed between India and Bhutan for joint venture hydroelectric project. This sign was recently happened by the Indian Bhutan governments on 29th June 2020. A big deal. It is a great agreement was signed between the Hydro Energy Limited of the Royal Government of Bhutan and the Indian government. This is going to be, they are conducting this one meeting. This meeting was conducted. It was signed is also completed, but going to be start this hydroelectric project recently. So this is the most important event. Next important topics. PM-FME scheme launched to generate 9 lakh employment. So PM-FME scheme launched to guarantee 9 lakh employment, 9 lakh people employment. As a part of Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan, the Prime Minister formulation of micro food processing enterprises, PM-FME means Prime Minister formulation of micro food processing enterprises. The scheme was launched on 29th June 2020. The scheme was launched by H.K. Badal, Union Food Processing Industries Minister. H.K. Badal is the Union Food Processing Industries Minister. Earlier on 20th May 2020, the scheme was approved by the Union Cabinet. The scheme will generate 9 lakh skilled and semi-skilled employment. Rupees 35,000 crore of the total investment will be generated under this scheme. Next, 8 lakh micro food processing units across the country will be benefited under this scheme. So, this is also most important current affair issue. Next, Delhi government. Delhi government recently to set up plasma bank. Plasma bank. This is the first in India. This is the first one in India. Plasma bank. We know very well so many blood banks are there in throughout the country, but this is the first time in our country that is a plasma bank. So Delhi government to set up plasma bank at ILBS. ILBS, the first plasma bank in India. This is the first plasma bank in India to treat COVID-19 patients. On 29th June 2020, Delhi's Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal was announced that a plasma bank will be set up at the national capital in next 2 days. So, in next 2 days, they are going to be start. That is the plasma bank. It was announced by the Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal. The plasma bank will be set up at the Institute of Liver Biliary Sciences, ILBS, at the Delhi Government Lok Nayak Jai Prakash Narayan Hospital. 35 people have been admitted with plasma therapy, out of which 34 have survived. In order to meet the demand of plasma, the Chief Minister has argued the cured COVID-19 patients to come forward and donate plasma. So this is also most important event. Recently it was happened. It was the most important current event. Next one is, these are the very, very important in our examination point of view. 3 million houses will be built under YSR Jagananna colonies. This also recently announced. We know very well all these things. 3 million houses. 3 million houses means nearly 30 lakhs. 30 lakhs houses. So the scheme is YSR Jagananna colony scheme. The state government of Andhra Pradesh will take up the construction of 3 million. 3 million means 30 lakhs houses under the YSR Jagananna colonies project after distributing the house sites to the beneficiaries on 8th July 2020. 8th July 2020. All will get the register forms on 8th July 2020. Jagananna colonies is part of the state government Navaratnalu. One program is there. One program. The schemes, some schemes are there. In the schemes names are Navaratnalu. In this Navaratnalu, this is one of the most important scheme by the present government. So, YSR Jagananna colonies project. For the land acquisition of the colonies, the state government will bear around 10,000 to 11,000 crores. So they are spending for the only land acquiring only 10,000 to 11,000 crores. They are spending. The government of AP government is spending all this amount. The house sites will be provided at rupees 1. Though, so the beneficiary has to pay only 1 rupee for one site to the selected white ration card holders. So, next, the total expenditure for the project, including the share of the central government, is estimated about 50,000 crores. So, total estimation of this project, total 30 lakhs houses, total project cost is nearly 50,000 crores. It was in this project, two governments are included, state government as well as central government. Next, the project will be implemented in 2 phases. The project will be implemented in 2 phases. With 50 lakh houses being constructed in each phase, construction for the first phase will be on 28th August this year. The first phase will start on 28th August this year, while the second phase construction will be from August 2021. Next, all necessary facilities will be provided in the colonies such as water, connecting roads, electricity, and etc. Each house will have a carpet area of 230 square feet. The total area is 230 square feet. The cost of each house is estimated to be around 1.8 lakhs. So the each house cost may be 1 lakh 8. 80,000. The state government has set a target for completion of this project by 2024. Next, another important issue, Kill Corona campaign. Kill Corona, that is one kind of a campaign. Kill Corona. Kill here, Kill Corona campaign. It was started by Madhya Pradesh government. Kill Corona campaign in Madhya Pradesh from 1st July 2020. From 1st July 2000. To control the spread of COVID-19 in the state, the Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh, Shivraj Singh Chauhan has informed that the state government will launch a campaign called Kill Corona. The program name is Kill Corona. The campaign name is Kill Corona from 1st July 2020, under which door-to-door survey. What is the importance of this survey? This one, the door-to-door survey for the COVID patients. Next, during the campaign, the highlights will be the number of tests conducted. The campaign will double the COVID-19 test capacity from 4,000 to 4,000 per 10 lakhs to 8,000 per 10 lakh people in the state. Next, about this campaign, Kill Corona campaign will be conducted for 15 days across the state through a door-to-door survey. That is most important, door-to-door survey. In these 15 days, 2.5 lakh COVID-19 tests will be conducted. The target will be the collect and test 15 to 20,000 samples on a daily basis. So this is the most important. These are the most important current events affairs. So these are all are very important for our competitive examination field. So you have to remember all these things. These are the, in our any exam, any kind of exam, these are the very important. Okay, thank you very much.